Hello, folks. We're live. Welcome to Wildcard Wednesday of June 17th, 2020. And I'm going to present different beers of any style, not Czech Pilsners necessarily, but it could be. I think next week that might be more. I think Czech Pilsners is leading the race over there at somebody else's project. But I could be wrong. But last time I checked, I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews. And hold on, we got a 6-person. Let me add.
Is it somebody we know?
Probably.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Bam,
Bam, what's up?
Good evening, gentlemen. What's going on?
Hi, John.
It's John Henry.
I'm in Louisiana. I'm in Louisiana with it's called Dixie's Voodoo Queen. I was going to do the 4.7% green can little IPA, but I couldn't bear to drink another weak beer. I had done Busch beer after work, and that's 4.3. And I said, no, I want to drink something with more heft. I'll do the other one next week. But so this is from New Orleans, and now I'm being joined by another Southern Gulf Coast person, Jean-Pierre. What do you have real quick?
Good evening, guys. How are you? Like you said, Jay, you had Busch beer. That was one of those beers that you had a long, I don't know, just a little too weak. But today I had a rough day. I need something strong. And tonight I am drinking Ice House Edge.
They'll put the edge on.
Who brews the Ice House? Is that Miller?
Yes, correct. Miller, formerly Plank Row Brewery, or
8.0.
Plank Row Brewery is Miller. So,
yeah, same company. 8.0, yeah.
One of the better, enjoyable, high gravity, right behind Hurricane, and now
northwest. Now Jean's east of me, and now northwest of me in Arkansas, and further up in the south is Jeremy, and he has a beer.
I think I'm lagging real bad. Am I lagging real bad?
No. No.
Okay.
Not on our end, but you never know with this yard stream.
I'm way off on mine. Anyway, I got Lost 40 Second Rodeo, local Little Rock, Arkansas beer. 4.1% ABV and made with Arkansas rice, but I think Budweiser is too.
Sweet.
You hear anything?
It is. All right, now we're heading north of the Ohio River, and we have in Brooklyn, New York City, the state of New York, Michael Komaroff, and he has.
Okay, this is from Tuvar, Spain. It's an etched bottle, so there's no label. I don't know if you can see the 1925. Let's see if I can line this up so you can see it. It's an Alhambra is the brewer, Reserva 1925, and it's a Euro lager, a Spanish lager. 6.4%.
Damn.
6.1.
Jeremy, 6.4. Jeremy has disappeared.
Yeah, he lagged out. He was right. Something was going on.
I think what he'll do is he'll try to come back on with less trouble.
He could have been abducted by aliens too. I mean, we gotta.
He could have been, but I don't think so. Up the highway, the post road towards Boston. Eric Fromfeld to Thomas Meadow 75 has what tonight?
All right. Nina should probably like this one. It is from the state of Rhode Island, Warwick, Rhode Island. Proclamation Ale Company, 5.2%. I think it's a German style Pilsner, if I read correctly. It's called Flummox Pilsner. 5.2. And this was canned on the 27th. I think it says February. So better get this thing drank soon. Yeah.
Right. Now, what do you have up there, New Hampshire, Bumpy Road Brewing, Jesse?
Got one called Hilma from Omnipolo, which I think Omnipolo is out of Ohio. But this says that it was brewed and packaged by 12% Stratford, Connecticut. So I guess they
yeah, they do a lot. They do a lot of
the Hilma is vanilla burger bun, crispy fries, imperial IPA at 8%.
Okay. Now I'm going to add Ronald Sutton in so he can show us what he's got, and then I'm going to add Jeremy back so he can feature his thing, and then we'll get back to Ronald.
That's good.
Ronald's in Ohio. What do you have tonight, Ronald? Hello from Ohio.
I'm going to do a little revisit because
Hey, Ronald, how are you?
the other Wednesday night review got canceled, so to speak. But I'll review it later. I'm not prepared right this instant. I was trying to get on my laptop, and I don't know what the glitch is, but I can't do it. So I'm on my phone again. But right now I'm enjoying the hams. It's it's a nice evening, nice about 74, 73 degrees, no wind, no nothing. It's gorgeous right now. Gorgeous. I'm enjoying the night. I hope you gentlemen are doing as well. So, but I got an interesting fact. I'll bring it up when I crack my beer. I'll show it. It's going to be that side. I got one lone soldier left. One lone soldier left, and I want to do a quick review, and I can go in the cellar and have somebody else join.
Okay. Now, Jeremy's back. We got your situation. We saw the beer, but
Okay. Did you catch what I said? I knew I was lagging. I couldn't stop it.
Yeah, we caught it.
Okay.
Nina, something. Huh? Okay, Nina, you can join too if you want. I'll just try to manage all this. Well, I'm going to go first, and it's not from being rude. It's because I have to run all this stuff, and it's hard enough to concentrate. So it's just a matter of, so to speak, getting it out of the way. Plus, I can go quickly. No, Wednesday wasn't canceled. Last Wednesday was deleted, and so was Friday due to certain problems. Okay, now, but that's all right. I don't think too many people watch these things in a recorded fashion. You'll get a number of people watching it live, and they'll comment on it, such and such, but you'll never hardly ever get comments in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe once a year somebody will comment. That means like maybe one person watched it in the next year. And I can understand that because I don't do it either. I don't go watch old hangouts. I just don't. I'm sorry. Now, if it's beers, unless it's beers I've had and I'm curious to see what people say about the beer. Makes sense. But if it's a bunch of beers I never heard of,
Beer.
Sometimes I watch these old hangouts just to get a good laugh. It's like, wow, that's how I used to look. You know.
Oh yeah, like a historical thing. Now, here's the Dixie beer, the Voodoo Queen. All right, and 6.8. And I pour, and it's got a lot of sediment. You probably can't see that, but it's got a lot of suspended, like tan flakes. The head isn't too thick, but it's too wide of a glass, you know. Light, Miller Light. And it's sort of bubbly, but the bubbles aren't racing. They're just kind of hanging around. Okay, the nose. Typical hazy IPA, fruit, lupulin powder, white bread crust, sweetness, like almost even sugary sweetness, white wheat bread, if you want to call it that. Like you can go to a store, you can literally buy a brand called white wheat bread.
Cheers.
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 I just never say, I'm not in the habit of saying that. Usually I just drink the beer and look at people, stare at people like this.
That gives us a chance to drink also.
Then they get uncomfortable and they leave.
Oh God.
So the bitterness is not really too profound here. It's low profile bitterness, some fruitiness. You know how these things work. I'm going to shake it and see if we can get any swish and pour action on it. The body's kind of fluffy and high medium, nearly heavy, but not heavy. I don't think you would get drunk off these because you'll get sick of drinking it like it's too heavy bodied. You know, like you would say, ugh. After you had 2 of them, I bet that's all you'd be able to take. And then you see it got whited up a little bit. It's a white ale, you know.
Real hazy too.
Yeah, a white hazy IPA. So I know it's gonna. It must have wheat in it. It's got to have wheat in it, but I don't know that. But they don't give the ingredients. But I think so. All right, so it's nice. It's nice. It's fine. Okay, going on to Jean's gonna tell us about the edge. He's living on the edge.
Yes. Ice House Edge made his debut in Jay, quote me if I'm incorrect here, 2005. Made his debut.
No,
Ice House Edge?
it was 2012. 2012.
Okay, 2012, excuse me. Hurricane came out in 2005, so I guess where I got those confused, I guess. But I think this beer is right up there. Say that again?
You said Hurricane came out in 05. It was Hurricane High Gravity came out in 05.
Right, Hurricane High Gravity came out in 2005.
Yeah, Hurricane came out in 95.
Yeah, but I put this beer along with as a very close second. Another close second is Old English High Gravity. But this is a very enjoyable beer. Nice taste, malt character, very clean, very refreshing. It's not overly sweet compared to some others I've had, and it's not too harsh at 8%. The others I've had at 8.5, of course. David, your buddy Dave, his favorite is Schlitz VSL Gold. I know you like that one. That's at 8.5.
Yeah.
And the other, right, Gold. And the other 8.5 is Colt 45 High Gravity. And we used to get that here. And that doesn't has sort of left and is on that train to somewhere. But in any event, very enjoyable, very clean, refreshing. Nothing really go overly examination about it. It is a good Hellas Doppelbock, as you say. Very nice, well done. Nice character. Love the color of the beer. Overall, it's good. Just had some a nice tasty lasagna I picked up at Winn-Dixie. I didn't feel like cooking tonight, so and it kind of went very well with it. I'm on my second can right now. So the first can with the lasagna was primo, excellent. So,
Awesome.
So very good beer.
Okay. Now, yesterday I drank a tall can, a 25-ounce can of the Natural Father, and when I was drinking the second half of the can, I was thinking to myself, I said, golly, this beer is just too strong. You know, it's a good beer. It tastes good, but it's too strong. It's got too much body. It's got too much, like, flavor. And you say, no beer can have too much flavor. It can. It had too much strong flavor. I was like, man, every time I take a sip, it's like I'm eating the beer. I say, oh, man.
That beer.
No more Natural Father. No more Natural Father.
Yeah, that beer, unfortunately, that was here. Well, we only got 6% here. But that beer, I can only get it in Pensacola if I'm going towards that direction, Pensacola, Florida. I get Natural Father. But that beer and the VSL, as well as the Colt 45 High Gravity, I would agree. Those are probably the three that are very heavy. This one, as well as this one as well as Hurricane, I don't think they're that heavy in my opinion, but that's just talking. Same with some of the OE 800 High Gravity stuff. Hi, Mike. Sorry.
Now Now we're going to Michael. All right.
Okay, so this is from Spain, from Tovar, Spain, and it's called Alhambra Reserva 1925, and it's a Spanish Euro lager. This is what it looks like in the glass. It's a clear, dark yellow, almost orange. And I don't know if you can see the streaming bubbles, but there are streaming bubbles going.
Hold it up closer. Hold it up closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see them. Not well, but
it has a white foamy head. And let me get the nose on it.
okay. Winds of change. Go
Take
ahead.
that green bottle. So I guess in your mind, you're looking for skunk in it, maybe, but it's not really skunky. Just getting kind of like a grainy kind of smell.
It is a dark beer, isn't it?
It's darker than what your normal Euro lagers look like.
Yeah.
Let me get a taste of it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to my.
Cheers. Cheers, Michael.
What's the ABV? It's kind of strong. Soda malt liquor.
6.4. 6.4.
Okay, so
it's a little bit heavier than your normal Euro lager. Also, this bottle is 11.2 ounce, as most of your European beers are.
Yeah.
Okay, the
so
taste.
strong.
The taste, there's kind of like an acrid part to this taste.
Mm.
But it's not unpleasant acrid. It's just light acrid, but you can taste it. There's a sweetness to it. It's not watery, which is a good thing. So it does have a good foundation. You're getting the malt in it. You're getting a little bit of hops, but the hops are definitely secondary. And it's well carbonated. You're getting a little bit of spice in it. It's very drinkable for 6.4%. And I don't have a lot of experience with Spanish beers, but it's mostly pleasant. And I'll come back and give you a rating when you come back around.
Nice.
Good license on the glass.
Let me,
Right.
Blake. You have to leave.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Blake. We'll check you on Friday, Blake. All right. So,
Go get some vodka, but you better go get.
yeah, for Friday, right?
Vodka.
Right. Okay. So we're drinking the Flumix. Ooh, it looks like a state of Colorado package of legal tobacco. Flumix Pilsner, 5.2% from the Proclamation Company in Warwick, Rhode Island. This has fresh, locally malted grains from Stone Path Malt in Massachusetts. I believe they're in Wareham, next to the Cape Cod, the Cape. It's hopped with new meets old school, a blend of Saaz hops grown in the Czech Republic and a touch of Motueka from New Zealand. Now, I haven't poured the whole beer in the glass yet because I want everybody to see this. When I pour it, it fizzes a little bit, and then it's pretty much gonna die, and it's going away already as we speak. So the head retention is awful. There is nice yellow, lemony yellow kind of look to the body of the beer. It's I guess it is kind of hazy for what it is, yeah. And in some light, it's a little orangey too. But yeah, this looks like a good, I don't know, European style Pilsner, that kind of golden malty color. The nose on it, you get a lot of the Saaz hop, a lot of like white peppercorn spicy notes to it. Definitely huge Pilsner crackery biscuity malts in the background on that one. Getting a lot of lemon too. I'm getting the biscuit Pilsner malt kind of has a little bit of a toasty character to it. And it certainly is giving off a perceivable, I guess it would be like a really light grapefruit behind all of this grassy, earthy hopping. So let's give that a try. Flumix, Proclamation Ale Company. Cheers.
Cheers, Eric.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Doesn't taste as juicy as it looks. Yeah, that is refreshing. Very, very refreshing. You're getting a whole bunch of those white peppercorn kind of spicy sauce hops, getting a lot of lemon. You're getting a good amount of tartness from, I don't know if that's from the Montueca or just how they're blending the hops in this beer. There is that grassiness and earthiness from those hops too. Same thing as the nose, a huge bready Pilsner maltiness, crackery in the background. Well, that's actually really the star of the show right after all the hops. You know, white bread, sweetness to it, very clean, very crisp. It's on the high side of light. I mean, it's very crisp. It had a snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies kind of a sound to it when the beer was poured. This is really good, but you have to really like the lemony, those lemony flavors and that spicy sauce, almost white peppercorn kind of notes to it. So pretty good. It's a German style Pilsner, pretty good. And I'll sit back and give you my thoughts and ratings on it. Oh, a 4-pack was $12.49. Not bad for a craft brewery. Yeah.
Now you're saying Montuica, but I think those hops are pronounced Motuica.
I've never heard that from anybody, but I wouldn't deny it if you're right.
I don't think there's an N in that word. Okay.
This guy could tell you. Bumpy Road.
There's Jesse.
I think I could say it's Matuka or something like that. So yeah, the way Ron said it sounds great.
Okay.
I got the Omnipolo Hilma, which is a vanilla burger bun, crispy fries, Imperial IPA, 8%. Same thing. I'll just pour a little bit left in this can to try to generate the head, in which it had the kind of medium-sized bubbles, white head. Does not last. It goes away. Color of beer itself is kind of a lighter gold coloration. It does have a haziness to it. Not IPA at all, but just have a haze. The aromas. First things I notice is there's a little bit of like a vanilla note, and then there is quite a strong orange note. Kind of combine them together. It's almost like an orange creamsicle, I guess, but a little bit more of the orange. Can't really smell much out of the malt profile. It's mostly the kind of vanilla adjunct and the hops. So, first swig, cheers.
Cheers, Jesse.
Cheers to you.
So there's a slight sweetness up front, probably from the vanilla. And then it goes into that orange note, but there's a bitterness that just like latches right on right after that sweet vanilla. Latches right on with that orange and just lingers on. So it kind of makes that orange more like a kumquat, where it's kind of really, really bitter. Mouthfeel, it's got a slight, a bit of softness. Seems about a medium body. Carbonation's like low side medium in this as well. Which I think might add to that little bit of soft mouthfeel. Crackery to maybe a white bread type malt profile, but the malts really don't shine through all that much in this beer. But what I have to say on it, it's kind of just got a few notes. So,
is the alcohol well masked?
Yeah, I'd say at 8%. I'm not tasting the alcohol at all. You don't feel it at all. For a lot of breweries now, I mean, masking 8% is no huge feat anymore. But there's a few breweries out there that even at 7% you can taste some alcohol. So I guess they did a good job with that. I'd still say it kind of drinks with like the medium body and the smoothness of the on the palate. It does still kind of drink like a heftier beer though, even though it's not like the alcohol coming through as much.
Oh, damn, Nina. Whoa.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't F with Nina and how to pronounce a hop name, people. She'll screw you up.
I don't know if I'm lagging. Am I still lagging, guys?
You look like a pixelated.
Kind of screwed up. You're kind of screwed up, but I can hear you fine. So just
We
go
can hear
with it.
Your
Audio.
kind of squashed.
Okay. Anyway,
Reporting
second
live.
rodeo, my lost 40. As you can see, they had dissipated real quick on that. Still a lot of carbonation, if you can see that. Amber color. Go to the nose on it. It's just, it smells like a a lager. Nothing there to surprise you on that one. All right, go for cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Salute.
You can definitely taste the malted barley and the rice. It's made with Arkansas rice, which I think Budweiser uses Arkansas rice also in all their beer. So it kind of gives me a Budweiser type flavor, but it's kind of got the sweetness of like the Coors. It's real smooth. It reminds me of a Coors Banquet kind of. On that, the sweet, it's kind of got that sweeter back end. Anyway, since I've had internet problems, we'll just go on.
Move. Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, bro,
Cheers.
we can hear you. We can hear you, buddy boy. We can hear you, buddy boy.
Yeah, it's like a podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast. It's a radio show, you all.
Callie really wants the presence of Drewski in the panel. Can you pretend to be Drewski, Mr. Terrio? Oh, boy.
That's not Callie. That's Kale. Kale Beleg.
Whatever. Sorry, man.
Oh, boy. I got
Hey, all right, crown. You got the crown apple, Jeremy. Cool.
I pulled out the Drewski trick.
Wait a minute. Whiskey Scout said the other day there's no such thing as a good Canadian whiskey. Wait a minute.
He doesn't like it.
Jesse, you're
He's
back.
wrong about that.
Here's Ronald.
Yeah.
He's wrong about that.
Welcome
What's
back.
that?
Now, Ronald Sutton's going to tell us for a few minutes about hams, and then Nina might come in. That's a hint. Get it? That's a cue. Okay, Ronald, go.
No, I it's not hams. I want to do a little revisit on
Stiegel again.
what I call Steigl, not Stiegl.
Steigl.
Go in and get it. Well, yeah, I call it Steigl.
Okay, I'll accept
But
it.
it's a great beer, and I got to thinking, and I don't do it often. Yeah, I got to thinking, and I don't do it often. But with the minimalistic advertising that they do, I said, "What the hell do they have this? Can you see that? Wait, let me get it into focus. It's like a bottle and bond. See that strap?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, and I got to thinking, I'm going, why would they put something like that on their bottle if they're such a minimalistic thing? But
Tradition.
yeah, like I say, I don't. I got to thinking, and I don't do it often. But my oh my, you think about the things we've forgotten, the things we've forgotten in life. This is an amazing feat of ingenuity. Okay, I try to set up my laptop. I'm sorry, but I'm going to try to get this in focus.
Nice looking grill, man. I like the grill.
It's a Weber.
All
It's a
right.
Weber. Well, I'm going to open this Stiegel and I'm going to show you something. Okay, I'm opening it away from the. Where we at here? There we go. I open it away. See how that cap sticks there? Now watch. I'm going to twist it over like this. Okay. And I got a really nice tasting glass. You know, it's a little 7-ounce glass. It's like 7 ounces. So I pour it in here. And see how that cap stays up there on top of that bottle? And I pour it in there. And wow, that's a really good looking beer, you know?
Science. Woo.
Here, wait a minute. Let me get it arranged. That's a really good looking beer. Nice effervescence, you know. You smell. I give it the smell like when you're out on a farm.
Yeah.
You know, you take a deep breath of fresh air, and you just, wow. You know, here I am, man. I'm living, and it's all locally sourced ingredients. Okay. Now, how many craft brewers around? You know, there's millions of craft brewers. How many can say that they use only locally sourced ingredients? Look at that. Oh man, let me get the sunshine in that beer.
Boom.
Look at that. That is a gorgeous beer. Yeah. And them Austrians, they think everything. But what it reminded me of, you know, a little strap on the bottle cap was like a Grolsch bottle, you know, that has the ceramic top. You know, they always used it. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe when they were recycled, because I'm sure they used recycled bottles back then. Hell, they couldn't afford to make them all the time.
Make them, right?
You know, they rinsed them out, cleaned them up, and here we go.
Putting a lot
But
of-
yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I thought on that for a long time. And you go to Swiss, you know, Swiss engineering, Austrian engineering, those people were geniuses. And that is
All right.
amazing ingenuity there. So go ahead. I can go in the basement, but that's my thing.
No.
I'll give you my taste of stiff airlift.
Just give me a quick taster note before we go on.
Oh, you get a little, you know, a malty front. When you sip it, you get a malty front. Okay, but then the flavors push towards the back of your palate, and we've talked about it before. You get like a tart apple note. It's like a tart apple note, but it balances out with the sweetness of the malts, and it's a 5% alcohol beer. When you reviewed it, it was 4.9. You know, like your buddy says, they round stuff up.
Right.
But it's 5% alcohol is what it says on the bottle. And I misspoke. Years ago, they had a 100,000 liter limit on what they could produce. Now they produce hectoliters. Yeah, hectoliters of beer. It should be easily available if anybody wants to try to pursue it. But I highly recommend it. If you got a chance to pick it up, pick it up. It's got a nice malty taste. Like I say, you might get a little. Some people say that apple taste is an off taste. Like you shouldn't. If it's produced poorly, you get that apple taste. But I don't know. I get an apple taste. I get an apple taste like out of a Heineken. I get an apple taste. It's that farm freshness. You get that farmy feel. It must be from the yeast. The only thing I can think. What's your opinions on it? I'll listen, drop out, whatever. But no, I'll give you my score later.
I
When
don't
you
know.
come back, I'll give you my score.
Okay.
But this is a really, really, really good beverage.
Nice. There, I was muted. Nice. Hello, Jeremy.
Am I still choppy?
No.
You're better.
I don't know what. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on.
For the meantime, you are okay.
Now I'm gonna give my score. Mustafa Ibrahim, Ahara Krisvani. All right, I'm gonna say that it's this beer. This beer is a
This beer
wait
is-
for it. a 92 A minus in the world of scoring. A 92 A minus. It's good. It's excellent, but it's not most excellent.
No.
But I'm glad I drank it because it's got enough body to not make me all depressed and down in the dumps like if I would have drank a 4.7. Now, going on.
I saw that beer at Walmart. Not Walmart. We're talking about Rouse's. That Voodoo you're drinking, Jay.
Yeah. Voodoo Queen. John, what do you score yours? Give us a score. Do it
Yeah,
now or forever.
Real quick. It's I'm gonna go A minus for this one. It's not Hurricane, but it's good enough. Very enjoyable, reasonably priced. Paid $4.39 for this at CVS for a 4-pack of this. So like I said, it's a good Hellas Doppelbock or whatever. Doppel, yeah.
What's your numerical score? 92, 91, 90?
That would be 91.
Okay, now you can go to sleep. Okay, 91. Get your pillow. He was
Good night, John.
That kind of day. It's been that kind of day, guys. It's been that kind of,
That kind of 2020 has been that kind of year.
Yes, it has, folks. Please. Amen, amen, amen. Yes.
That's for another time, that conversation. But yeah, that's been a year.
Absolutely right. Oh, beer. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Beer makes the world go round, makes everybody happy.
That's right. What do you say, Michael Cormor?
now.
Are you ready for my score?
Yeah, Eric's commandeering my hang up. What would you say, Michael?
8.5 B.
A B. Okay.
I need to call John and Neely.
Are we just going around this way? Okay. I'm going to give mine.
Particular.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Go right ahead.
So I like the vanilla notes in this one. It's not too overpowering, but it's noticeable. It's there. As far as it being a burger bun and fries, there's no burger bun and fries in the beer at all, so it's a little bit misleading. It's decent. I'm going to give it a 91 out of 100.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Maybe that's the pairing instructions: a burger, and some fries.
Maybe.
Okay, so check it out.
Yeah.
What's it all about?
Oh,
Thomas Meadows gonna break this certain type of party out. Now, what do you score yours?
So it gets an 85 on beer advocate, and it's the 118th ranked, or it's the number 118 in the world German Pilsner. All right, great. Does that mean much? No. What will I rate it? I'm actually noticing a little bit of a chalky finish, little kind of a stringent finish. So I'll give it an 89 just for that alone. I wish it was a little bit more cleaner. It is a pretty clean beer, but that is just the last thing that you get from it finishing. So I wish it wasn't so gritty at the end. And if it was a little bit more round, I think it would get a higher or close to 93 or 94. But as the finish stands with the beer, it allows me to only give it a B+ from me. I still will buy that beer if it's around $12.49 is a reasonable price for craft beer these days from good brands like Proclamation. So yeah.
Okay.
That's a high recommendation out of a B+. So, yeah.
B+.
Yep.
So, like they say, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter. All right. So, Jeremy's going to give us a score.
I didn't know.
Not
I don't
a candy
know.
bar score.
Okay, second rodeo. I don't know if you ever got to see it actually, because my internet lost 40.
We saw it. We saw the whole thing. We saw the whole thing, Jeremy. Don't get paranoid. We saw the whole thing.
All right. Well, anyway, the call's in. and it's getting an 88 because I can buy Coors, and it tastes like Coors to me. It's real smooth, but it's got that Bumpy knows what I'm talking about. That little bit of a sweetness more than other lagers have. He nailed it on that the other day. And I can get it at 5% instead of 4.1. So it's basically the same as the Coors to me. But it's really good. 88.
No mango.
No mango. No, if it had mango, I'd have put it at 95, somewhere in there.
Ronald's house. Hello, Ronald's house.
Is that a lobster? What is that?
Lobster. That looks like a baseball player.
Oh, there he is.
Hello,
Hold
Ronald.
on, let me get ready here.
You got any hams?
Hello. Yeah, I got hams, but I'm doing this little review on Stiegel.
Oh, cool.
What do you give to Stiegel?
Or whatever it's called.
Stiegelbrau.
Stiegelbrau.
Stiegelbräu.
I hit on it because of the smaller bottle, the 11.2. But it is what it is. It's 330 milliliters. It's their weight of measure or whatever. But it's got a good barley note. It's got a little tart apple at the finish. It's not much of a head, but I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got a lot of carbonation, and that's what helps it finish clean. And I'm going to give it another 98. It's a 98.
Ooh.
It's world class. It's up there.
And the way things stand
I was mistaken about the quantity. I told you about 100,000 liters or whatever. No, they make hectoliters of this now. It's mass produced. They made a big deal about this beer coming to New Zealand. For some reason, they got a connection with New Zealand, and they produce a lot of beer in New Zealand. It's a world-class product. I highly recommend it. It's Stiegel. Everybody calls it Stiegel. I call it Stiegel. But for a European lager, you don't get that skunkiness. You don't get that grassy taste. Everybody used to talk about grass-fed beef. I never cared for that stuff. That stuff, I want grain-fed beef. I want something to get some fat on it and got some flavor. That grass-fed beef was nasty. I never cared for it. I don't know what your opinions are. Bumpy, I enjoy your comments. You're a very educated person when it comes to beer. So are you, Michael.
Now, my internet failed all of a sudden. Now, we want to ask this question?
That's just for James.
Yeah,
That's
James
just
with the bell, and the whistles. Yeah.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do.
Ready.
Wait a minute, one thing, real quick, and I can get off. But you're doing your Crown Royal reviews, Jay.
Yeah.
And James Prima Donna mentioned Amaretto. If you mix Crown Royal and Amaretto, equal parts, okay, they call it a chocolate covered cherry.
Use that with
my Lord.
Apple chocolate.
Oh, it's so good. Chocolate covered cherry, but the hangover the next morning ain't worth the pleasure that you enjoyed before. I'm telling you, oh my Lord. But they're good. Yeah, try one. Equal parts, Crown Royal and Amaretto. Good Amaretto, not cheap shit. Good Amaretto. Yeah, they call it a chocolate covered cherry. Ooh-wee.
Okay.
Well,
that's a successful infusion, it sounds like.
Yeah, man.
Oh my Lord.
It's like,
What the?
Now, I left a space. I put a space on here. I put a space so that Nina can join us. She wants to showcase her craft beer because we do have about 16 minutes left. Talking about Crown Royal, I did put the link. I'll put the link again just for the general principles. Talking about Crown Royal tomorrow morning on Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We got so many comments I can't even keep up. It's so craziness. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
I got Crown Royal, formerly known as Seagram's Crown Royal. You might find a bottle at an old store somewhere that says Seagram's Crown Royal, but Seagram's went out of business 20 years ago. Yeah, they went out of business 20 years ago, so you don't see that. But yeah, it was originally called Seagram's Crown Royal. But anyway, it's just Crown Royal now. It's owned by Diageo. But anyway, I bought this big old handle bottle. See me holding the handle? Hey, everybody! No,
Wait a minute, he did it. He did it already. He did it.
You did a good job.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Hell, he did it.
But I bought this handle bottle. I bought this handle bottle for $44.99. And tomorrow is going to be a big contest. Oh, it's hurting my hand. There's going to be a big contest between Crown Royal and Windsor Canadian. And I think
something else wins.
I think Windsor Canadian from Alberta Distilleries Limited. I think Windsor Canadian is a lot of glare, but I think Windsor Canadian is going to give it a big run, a good run for its money. Can't say who's going to win, but I paid only about $12 for this.
Right.
And you're going to pay $23 for Crown Royal, so that's a regular size bottle. So hey,
It's still a pretty good deal in the United States.
For what? Crown Royal?
Crown Royal, yeah, it's still a pretty good deal for what you're getting.
I paid $8 for that.
Jim Beam.
Yeah.
That's a $3.75. That's a $3.75.
You ever try the devil's cut?
Jesse, that was what Drewski Brewski took out before Jay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Time out on that. We're having our own conversation.
I just bought that to make a brine, though, for a turkey.
Inman, I think it is still distributed. I saw Bud Light Lemonade today. And another thing I saw today, I saw a lady buying a birthday present at a grocery store today. She was buying a $134 bottle of Crown Royal. It's $134 a bottle. It's called Crown Royal XO. XO. It's like a really expensive one. Oh, you're gonna join us for a Super Inclusive Saturday if we have it, of course, if we have it. But we probably will. But if we have it, it could go off the rails. And I did not have a 2020 CBS. I had a 2019 CBS.
I had a KBS, but I haven't had a CBS.
I thought they quit making the CBS.
Yeah, this was the last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some 2020 here. Yeah, that was it.
I thought it was a
I didn't know they had a
catalog. I guess not.
CBS is good. CBS is good, but it's like David Garlipeat says, it's not as good as they claim it is. And we had to add whiskey to it to make it better. We had some Kentucky whiskey to make it better. Yeah, he said it actually improved the taste when he added the Heaven Hill. When we added the Heaven Hill, it got better, you know.
That sounds good.
I still think that the Bourbon County is better than Founder.
It better be at this price point.
It is it is more expensive. I'll admit it is.
I like it better myself.
I think I'd go along. I think I'd go along with that. Oh, look at this man here.
What's up, this man over here?
Yeah. Now we got a few minutes left. We have 11 minutes. 11 minutes.
Okay, when somebody else comes on beside me, I'm going to go and get something, but I'll wait till you feature somebody so I can take off for a minute.
I understand. If anybody wants to see some exciting beers I have coming up and other things, I'll show you. Going once, going twice.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Jay, and I'll take off. I'll listen.
I was about to say, if you don't want to see it, I won't show it.
No, I can listen. Don't worry.
No responses. The crickets came out from up.
Step out. If you have to step out, like, go to the
I guess I can go while you're doing that too.
Crickets.
I
gotta go
got
too. I gotta go too.
I got a little injection there. You know, this beer I'm drinking, they use copper kettle. Copper kettle is a distinct flavor in a brew. You know, everybody talks about copper kettles when they make moonshine and stuff. Copper kettles are great, and this beer, they use copper kettle, and it's all, like I say, it's all locally sourced products. And Kugels, if you guys read the history, Kugels been made by 160 people in Paris, and they made their brew in copper kettle. And like I say, man, I hold every beer to a high standard because Lonnie Red was the greatest beer I ever ingested in my life. Lonnie Red. Oh, it was a fantastic Vienna style lager. And they make good beers. That Canoe Paddler, I never knew that they called it Grouch. They changed that label because Jay did a review on it. And they changed that label. And it only used to come in a variety. But you could book a tour. It's a canoe, a fishing adventure. You could book it up there at the Lonnie Lodge at Big Eddy Creek. That was their famous thing, was Big Eddy Creek. And they'd store a case of Lonnie Red on the canoe for you while you went down fishing. Yeah, it was unbelievable adventure. But people don't do that anymore. That was advertising. You know, people thought up something to advertise, and that's what they did. Here, come on an adventure.
I'd like to go to Line and Kugel's one day. Let's see. Well, I'll try to keep up with. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you all the beers. Let me.
What are you doing there, bud?
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Some people got mad at me last week because a funny a Facebook post I made on Friday. I thought it was very comical, but some people didn't think so. But anyway, here it's Evil Twin. The art of mixing a beer, passion fruit, margarita.
Yo, whoa.
I haven't tried that one.
Yeah, it's 8% alcohol, and it is brewed in Boston, Massachusetts.
Why is Harpoon brewing that? Probably.
Yeah.
It says Dorchester Brewing.
Oh,
Dorchester.
That is not
Dorchester Brewing
with Harpoon. Nope.
I'm sorry, my dogs are barking.
Cool.
Cut it out.
Second, you can mute yourself, and if not, I'll take care of it. All right. You can always unmute you. All right. Now the next one I have is D9 Brewing Company. D9 is from. I've got all these new beers. I don't even know where it's from. It's from North Carolina, and it says test your taste, and this is called D9 Tropical IPA.
Fido out of control.
D9. What was that?
Who let the canine?
Do a little mutaroo. This is Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. And it is.
It's a wonderful phrase.
D9 Tropical IPA for North Carolina. And I've never had it. And I would like to try it. And it's got the tiki on there. Which that's very triggering to me because that's appropriation. But anyway, it reminds me of the Brady Bunch. And y'all know I'm very sensitive about things like that. And it reminded me of the Brady Bunch epic story arc when they went to Hawaii and Peter, right? Peter had the tiki on his neck, and all these terrible things start happening, like a terrifying tarantula crawling on his arm. But here's another one I have coming up. It's called. You remember that? You remember that 3-part? Okay, now it's called Prismatic Passion Tart Wheat Ale with red currant, cherry, and passion fruit from Ology Brewing Company. Ology. Look at this psychedelic thing. This looks like carpet in the Superdome in 1975. This looks like some wallpaper I would like to own. Now, can y'all see this?
Yeah,
Yes, but it's hard to read.
it is hard to read. It's moving around too much.
The last one for I bore everybody to death is called Shib. And it's a Mexican lager, 4.5% alcohol, but it ain't from Mexico. It's from All Relation. I've never heard of this company until today. All Relation Brewing of New Orleans, Louisiana. It's called Shib. And look at the can. It's black and it's got these colors. It looks like laundry detergent. What is that laundry detergent that's black and has the colors like that? But anyway,
I can't think of it.
you know the one. You've seen it. Go to the laundry. So people tell me you only review cheap flavored beers. I'm like, you must have not watched too many of my videos. I'm always forever reviewing craft beers, plus a lot of cheap flavored beers. Okay, now
Woolite.
something like that, but I'm gonna pin it down.
I think it's Woolite.
Now, any Woolite? It could be that special Woolite. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're losing.
I'm ready to show a couple, Ron, if you want to put me on the screen.
Sure, of course.
Ooh. This is from Dogfish Head, and it's called Fruitful Fort. And it's in their series where they won't tell you how much the alcohol is. They put the Destructo cap on the top. So we know it's at least 15, and we know it's not more than 20. So I guess you could say it's the average of about 17 and a half. They're now combined with Boston Brewing, or Jim Koch, whatever.
Cook. Yeah, they basically bought Dogfish Head, yeah.
Right. He's on the board now. Sam Calagione, who used to be Calagione, who's the chairman of Doghead, is now on their board. The other one I was going to mention is a collaboration from Evil Twin and Westbrook, which also is made by Evil Twin alone. So you can get it out of, this one's from South Carolina, but you can also get it out of Westport, Connecticut. So it's an Imperial Mexican biscotti cake break with coffee, cinnamon, almonds, cocoa nibs, vanilla, and habanero peppers added at 10.5%. And this is a bomber.
Now you see why I don't feel bad about reviewing flavored beers?
Yeah, but a lot of beers are flavored. I mean, there's really no way to stay away from it totally. I mean, seems like I bet you it's a third of the market is flavored beers.
Oh yeah. I can't get into
it. You have flavored IPAs now too.
Right. Any more, Michael? Because I want to see if Jesse's got any.
I'm good. I am good.
Anything to tell us?
Well, let me look it up. It is coming up on 8:30, so I'm pretty sure that it's the Czech style Pilsner. That has one, and bringing up the poll, swiping down, swipe, and sure enough, it's a white screen.
Yeah. Czech Pilsner.
9%. Next Multi Monday will be Czech style Pilsners. I also have some.
Now I gotta find one. So it's just Czech style. What you saying?
Yeah.
Czech style. Okay, I have to look that up. I have to get a Czech style Pilsner. Well, that brings us to the end. Oh, Old Speckled Hen. Well, I haven't seen those for a number of years.
I
That
can
brings
get
us
it.
to the end of another
If they have it at that beer store, I was going to get it. I
You can't get it
really don't
anymore.
understand what it is. It's just an English ale.
Yeah, it's really good though. We don't get them anymore in Louisiana. I guess people weren't buying the doggone thing. I love the
I can get
speckled
it.
hen.
I'll buy one and review it. I've never had it. I'll buy one.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
The old barrel age hen, the old they had a whiskey barrel hen. They had a bunch of hens. Yeah, golden hen and whatnot.
I don't know. It's just the original. The old speckled hen is what this is. I
It's the
saw
original,
it. The old
yeah.
speckled hen.
From
I've seen them other guys over in England review it. Yeah, they reviewed it over in England. They say it's a good product. I don't know. I've never had it.
It's a nice, it's a nice ESB. They also have it on Nitro
Yeah.
too.
From 1979. That's the year it came out. 1979.
I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, it really has nothing to do with a hen, but like Nina said, it has something to do with a MG, a British car.
Yeah, MG. I worked at the
Old
Brandt
spec.
Motor Company for 18 years, and they had money. But Stacy Brandt, she was a genius. She had a doctor's of chemical engineering, and then she went into pharmaceutical engineering. But she had a midget. She had an MG midget, and they spent thousands of dollars, man, restoring that little buggy. It was just a little buggy convertible, man. 2C convertible. Neat car. Neat car.
Okay. I like those MGs, but no, Nina, I got the answer right here. Hold on a second. And then we're off the air. We're off the air. Let's see. Let's see here.
Are we going off there?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hey Jeremy, what I missed what you were drinking. Is that one of your own, or did you buy that?
Yeah, this is a local one. From
I
Little Rock
missed what
Brewery.
it was.
Lost 40 makes it. I don't know if you can. My camera won't even work right now.
It's working fine. I can see it clear as a
Yeah,
bell.
I can see it. That's great. Yeah, it's a good picture. Yeah. What's the ABV?
It reminds me of a Coors Banquet, to be honest with you. I mean,
That's what you said. It was low. It was like 4.2 or something.
yeah, 4.1. Yeah. So I'd rather just buy the Coors Banquet if I was gonna.
Yeah. Yellow bellies are 5.
Right.
You know, old yellow bellies are 5%. Shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy that product. I wouldn't buy that. Shit.
Not for what you're getting.
Okay. Anyway, we're going off the air, but thanks everybody for watching Wildcard Wednesday. Next week we'll have Wildcard Wednesday, meaning you can bring whatever you want. Friday night, Fandango Friday, meaning it won't just be about beer. It'll be about any kind of crazy topic. You know, could be politics. James P. Madonna ranting about something. He's wound up too, and I'm wound up. It could be very flammable. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Take care, Jay.
Right. Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Have I said cheers yet?
Cheers.
Not only 60, only